one other option.
Guys?
All right, you guys can stop now.
Guys!
Watch ABC 7 News, now streaming 24/7.
Climate change, for a lot of people, was something that wasn't tangible. When it hits home, people take that call to action seriously. That mobilizes people. Taking that knowledge and using it to affect change, that's going to help us build a better Bay Area and a better Earth.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world. So much at stake at the start of every morning.
Making sense of it all, well, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in every morning, asking the straightforward questions you want answered.
And yes, putting a smile on your face, too.
ABC's Good Morning America. We want you to know every morning.
We're right here, and we got you. We got you.
We got you.
America's favorite way to start the day. GMA 7A. Get instant access to unlocked channels on abc.com and the ABC app. No subscription? No problem. This is TV simplified. Always on and no sign-in needed. Check out the all-new unlocked channels and watch free. There's always something to stream. With so many channels to choose from, find what moves you. So hop on to abc.com/unlocked or the ABC app and watch free now.
San Francisco tops Detroit with the new catch to be etched in 49ers lore, helping send them to Super Bowl 58.
You ready to go to Vegas? I'm ready to go to Vegas. We can go right now. Looking for that revenge against Kansas City.
As now once again they duel with Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs, and that other global superstar.
Super.
With that, we say good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dion Lim. 49ers fans won't forget tonight for a very long time, a script made for Hollywood and a tale of two halves. Journey played Don't Stop Believing at halftime, and the 49ers pull off an unbelievable comeback to earn a shot at the franchise's 6th Super Bowl title. We have our crews spread out across the Bay Area, from San Francisco to Santa Clara. But we got to start at Levi's. ABC 7 News sports director Larry Beal and sports anchor Chris Alvarez on hand to watch the 49ers punch their ticket. Guys, take us through what it was like to witness something epic like this.
Dion, never in doubt, never in doubt. They had it all the way. We knew that. Well, maybe a little bit of doubt, actually, because the 49ers defense got shredded by the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship game in the first half. An epic second half saved the Niners' season. And now they're going to Vegas, baby, and we're going with them. Chris has already booked a presidential suite. The GOAT, Jerry Rice, he actually stays in a presidential suite.
On Larry's card.
Yeah. Down 17 at the break. Here's the big play. Brock Purdy to Brandon Ayuk, gain of 51. Our ace cameraman, Abe Mendoza, captured it perfectly, bouncing off of the defender's helmet, and Ayuk made the grab. He thought it was a touchdown. Instead, he was touched down on the ground. Even Deebo Samuel said that was insane. Ayuk would score on a touchdown pass moments later. Next play after the TD that got the Niners within 7. Tayshaun Gibson stripped Jahmyr Gibbs. Niners back in business just like that. The Niners defense, they gave up 280 yards in the first half. They were down 24-7. Almost pitched a second half shutout. A few plays later after the fumble, CMC, Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night, ties it up. Niners would add 10 more points, a field goal, as well as an Elijah Mitchell touchdown. And then it's victory formation. Niners win 34-31. They're off to the Super Bowl, as Dion said, to play the Chiefs. So what exactly was said to spark the second half comeback?
There wasn't really much said. Kyle said a couple things, Fred said a couple things, but we kept it simple. And so went out, we all knew what we had to do. Season's on the line, we're down 17. So I think everybody stepped up, and when we played really good complementary team football from there.
But once BA made that play, it kind of unlocked it with such an explosive and kind of unlocked the whole team, because right after getting that turnover that I believe Gipp forced, that was huge. And right after that, you could feel the whole momentum with our players on our sideline in the stadium kind of flip, and you felt it was on after that.
You know, you just had to come out with our hair on fire, honestly. It was just do or die at that point, so to speak. And honestly, they've been running the ball really well. Shout out to their running backs. But when your number is called, I just tried to make a play, man. Got my hand on the ball, man, and was able to change the game, man. And
it's all mindset, you know. There's no special play that can be called in those situations. It's a want to, and obviously it meant more to us.
All right, Larry, in Detroit, they called head coach Dan Gamble, and he had some big gambles, costing them maybe 6 points, passed up on some field goals. That would have been huge in this game. I thought that's kind of what changed momentum in the second half.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he said, look, I know I'm going to take a lot of heat for this because, we went for it on fourth down twice, fourth and makeable instead of kicking 2 field goals. You pass up 6 points and you lose by 3. And
that's
he knows
been their motto, though.
Yeah, no, they've done it all season long. What's interesting, Dion, is that the 49ers are listed as 2.5-point favorites against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And it's a rematch of the game that we saw 4 years ago that didn't go the way the Niners had hoped.
It is now a chance for redemption. I do have to ask you guys before you go. This is now 2 straight great games of big comeback wins for the Niners in the playoffs. Can they beat the Chiefs like that, you think, in the Super Bowl?
Not if they get down 17 points.
No, and this is the one thing about the Chiefs. They've been here before. The lights might have been a little too bright for the Lions this time around. The Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl a handful of times, and they've won it. And so Kansas City is not to be played with. And George Kittle said, we cannot get down early. These 2 Niners games they played in the postseason have not been their best. It would lose them a Super Bowl if they played like this against the Chiefs, in my opinion.
Yeah, you don't want to be down 17 against Patrick Mahomes and company. And by the way, Taylor Swift has a concert in Japan. And will have to fly like immediately after the concert to Vegas. I don't know how many hours of flight that is.
There's some sort of international dateline thing. She's going to get there on time.
She'll be there one way or the other. I think she flies private, Dion.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
star of her stature, unlike you, but maybe Chris, if Chris ever needs to jet back to Vegas on the quick. Oh, sorry, Larry.
I'm so sad.
Well, thanks, you guys. I think
we're done. I think we're done.
We got more in sports.
Yes.
More in sports.
We can't wait to see you guys both out in Vegas for Super Bowl week. And yes, we will see you back here at Levi's in a little bit later on. Thanks to you both. All right, now with the 49ers headed to the Super Bowl, fans could not be happier. ABC 7 News reporter J.R. Stone spent all day with the faithful out at Levi's Stadium. He joins us live tonight outside from Santa Clara. J.R., how is it now?
Well, we can smile tonight, Dion, and heard all the smiles and laughing there, but not too many Niners fans were smiling after that first half. But what impressed me most after this game was the positivity, well, all the fans, but especially the young fans, under 10 years old, who told me they knew the Niners would eventually start playing, and they did in the second half. 49ers fans high-fiving and kissing in the fourth quarter of Sunday's NFC Championship game at Levi's Stadium. A comeback victory for the Niners.
Still have faith, not necessarily sure it was going to happen, but faith always, man.
And while some of these faithful might have started questioning things after the first half,
I was ready to leave. I was starting to lose a little bit of, my swag.
The fans did not leave.
I was starting to get nervous, but he kept me in it. He was like, Dad, just hold on, keep the faith. We're going to come back.
We've been going to the games for 52 years, so we just stay no matter what.
It was fun. I'm glad I'm alive for it.
Catherine Lauricella is not joking with that comment. The diehard 49ers fan literally did not know if her health would hold up this late into the season.
She battled cancer this year, so we weren't sure if she was going to make it.
Really?
But she's here.
And like so many others, ecstatic about the Niners coming back and winning.
Woo! I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, wow. These fans are well aware that now 49ers will have to take on the Kansas City Chiefs and that quarterback of theirs.
Now they got to play like, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Are you worried about that?
Kind of. Patrick Mahomes is a good player also.
I like Patrick Mahomes. He's a nice guy. But in 2 Sundays from now, you tell me what's going to happen. I don't know. You know what I mean?
So some of those fans aren't yet guaranteeing victory like they were before this game. It is on to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. I was talking with a couple from Michigan today. Dion, they said they paid $1,100 each for tickets. And I know that's not cheap, but I can't imagine how much Super Bowl tickets are going to go for. You got two great teams, and then you got that pop star, Taylor Swift, will probably be in attendance. Dion?
Yeah, maybe add a couple extra zeros for the Super Bowl price. A little bit different there. JR, before you go, I know you were watching. Be honest here. Did you think the Niners were going to pull through?
Of course. I echo what Chris said, what Larry said. Now, I got to be honest. I think there was a bit of fear, a sense of, how bad is this going to get? But they turned things around, and a good team turns things around, and all of the fans reminded me of that after the game.
That is too good. Of course, the faithful. It all makes sense. All right, too much fun. J.R. Stone, many thanks to you. Go Niners. All right, as you would expect, there weren't just stadium fireworks at Levi's, but fans across the Bay Area were out enjoying the win tonight. Our Sky 7 has caught fireworks in the Bayview. Motorcycles doing wheelies, huge crowds in the Mission District as well. Areas there were closed to traffic to prepare for these fans flooding the streets. Multiple freeway off-ramps in the city along 101 and I-280 are closed until midnight to help control the crowd. Tonight, ABC 7 News reporter Tara Campbell has more with fans celebrating the big win.
49ers fans erupting Sunday night. From San Francisco's financial district to the North Beach neighborhood.
It was fantastic. It was hard for the first half to watch. We actually were going to go home, but then we decided to come back, just to see what happened, and I'm so glad we did.
It was awesome. Instant classic for sure. That IU catch is going to be a classic moment of Niners history, so that was awesome to see.
I've been on the edge of my seat the entire game, but I already predicted to my friends, once we get the lead, it's over.
It was incredible. I got a little nervous in the first half. I stuck around. We pulled it out. We just need our defense to get hyped.
Over in the city's East Cut neighborhood downtown, the nerve showing early on when the Niners were down.
So far looking sketchy until it's the first quarter, so let's wait and see.
How are you feeling about the game?
You know what? Not so great after the first 2 minutes, I think, but it seems like they're going to come back, and it'll be a good game either way, so very excited.
People gathering from across the Bay Area to watch on the big screen. This father and daughter duo made the trip from Pittsburgh.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love seeing all the Niner fans around me. I love seeing them cheer and boo with us, so it's nice. It's nice.
You know what? It's a lot of action, which is all you can ask for. Hopefully the 49ers can pull it out, though.
And that the Niners certainly did. And these fans are confident going into the Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes has nothing on Brock Purdy. It's all over.
I feel amazing. We need that rematch against Mahomes. I think we can pull it out.
Tara Campbell, ABC 7 News.
Now check this out. The San Francisco skyline says it all. It is the land of the 49ers tonight. Salesforce Tower, City Hall, the Ferry Building, and Coit Tower all aglow in the red and gold of Titletown. Now, with this win tonight, the Niners will now have the second most Super Bowl appearances of all time at 9, just 2 behind the New England Patriots. And if they manage to win the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 58, they will be tied for the most Super Bowl titles in NFL history at 6.